Hey guys, how's it going? My name is JStatik and you're tuned into Statik Sessions. So today we're going to be talking about automation. Now automation is something that to me is awesome, saves a lot of CPU power, saves a lot of, I wouldn't say RAM, mainly CPU power, because you can do so much within one layer. And what I mean by all that is, imagine you wanted to put in reverb into a song. You put in reverb, but it sounds the exact same throughout the whole entire song. With automation, you can decrease the reverb, you can increase it, you can make effects with it, especially when it comes to songs where the vocalist, even when you throw on some compression, the vocalist sometimes is a little bit too quiet, sometimes super loud. With automation and volume automation, you can go in ahead and control all those, make it sound more even, and once you throw on a compressor, it doesn't sound like it's working as hard. So there's a lot of great things with automation that you can do, which I find amazing to use during a mixing session or even a production session. So heading over into Ableton right now, I've got the vocal that we recorded earlier on. And in this vocal, I have I'm going to do two things. I'm going to show you how to do like filtering with a generic EQ, which is simple. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to do like automation with reverb that you're sending to a bus. Either one is super simple. So we're looking at this vocal right now. I'm just going to play the vocal for you guys. Bloodline ਵਿੱਚ ਯਾਰ ਖਾਣੇ ਤੁਨੀਆਂ bloodline ਵਿੱਚ ਯਾਰ bloodline ਵਿੱਚ ਯਾਰ ਖਾਣੇ ਤੁਨੀਆਂ ਮਾਰੀ ਦੇ So this little part right here, I just made it like 2 minutes before the video started. Bloodline ਵਿੱਚ ਯਾਰ bloodline ਵਿੱਚ ਯਾਰ ਖਾਣੇ ਤੁਨੀਆਂ. So I want to do something cool to that because I want it to sound nice and I want it to sound a little bit different. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put on a little EQ on this thing, and as you can see what I'm doing right up the top. Give it a little bit more of a cue, and then we can just have this start over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it to do a little bit of a sweep from the high end all the way to the low end and see what happens. Now to bring up automation in Ableton, it's really simple. Press A and the automation is already set up and ready to go. As soon as you want to automate a parameter, all you have to do is move the parameter that you want to automate. It'll automatically sync up to that section over here where it says EQ8, 1 frequency A, and that's the frequency you're using. And then all we do is click a dot, and I can click a dot over here, and you'll notice if I bring this down on this side, once I'm over here and I click over here, you'll see that the EQ moved all the way down to the other end, and if I click over here, the EQ starts on the high end. So now if I play this and I just solo it, you'll hear an automated EQ sweep. Now that sounds kind of cool. Now at this point, if I wanted to not have it cut off super sharp where it just ends at the end over here, and I want to add some reverb tail into that, I could just literally touch this part of the reverb send over here, and again with automation it automatically recognizes that I touched this send, which is send number 2, and I can now have the reverb start from right at the end and just blast it right to the end. Just bring it up and you'll see this, the reverb will only hit right at the end of this clip. And that's it. That's been an automated EQ sweep with reverb, and there's no CPU power being used. Well, there is, but not as much as it would be if you had to throw on a reverb onto that actual layer, plus do EQ sweeps with certain filters, which can be CPU intensive. You got a generic EQ and you got some reverb that's being sent to the actual return track, and you're good to go. Now I want to get out of this automation part and just play it from the beginning, maybe with the track, see what it sounds like. So I didn't have reverb on the other layers on purpose because I wanted you to hear the sweep that was being done with the EQ and the reverb. But now let's say we want to add some reverb and delay onto it just to give it a final type of vocal sound. If I press play on it again, you'll kind of hear what it's going to sound like. And that's it. Simple automation, which can be done in seconds as long as you know how to use it. And it's honestly really simple. All you have to do click on the parameter that you actually want to automate. It'll show up on the side once you hit A, and you're good to go. Click some dots, move stuff around. You'll get some really cool effects out of it, and it's honestly very, very great to use in order to save that CPU power. And that is it for automation with Ableton. If you like this and you think it helped out with your production and you were taking a break from your production to learn how to automate, let me know. Let me know if there's anything else I can teach you with automation. Otherwise, please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely press that little bell at the top so you know when the next videos are coming out. And other than that, stay tuned.